Do you believe that everybody has the potential to become a good leader?
The idea is yes, but behaviors are very difficult to predict. There are narcissists. It doesn't matter what you tell them. They're going to be, I am the one. They're going to take the credit that you do certain jobs, you do the work, and you tell them, then they take the credit. They will never mention you. How can you reach people like this? The idea is leadership is trained, leadership is taught, leadership is developed with time, especially effective leadership. It takes people who are good human beings to actually go along the way and help others. When we say serving others, we're not. This is not a lip service. Hey, serve others. This is not empathy only. This is compassion. You have to serve others. You really have to serve them because they are not able to do otherwise. You know, when you have like an example in LA, we have a homeless situation. Everywhere you look, there are homeless. And when one of the richest state and county, probably in the nation, if not some, probably the budget here are equal and exceeds some of large countries. But there's an issue of how you help these service, how you help these people. I call it failure of leadership. They're not serious enough. You're not able to reach them and help them because you lip service, you're empathetic only, you're not compassionate. You just provide a lip service at the time while you're in power and you move on and you do your other things. You really need to find a real solution to these issues. And the same thing in organization, you really have to care about these individuals in your organization to better them. If they are, let's say they don't have education, implement an education, a program in place where you can send them to school, send them to a master, a bachelor, whatever it is. Find ways to improve these individuals. Have you ever met with them and talked with them about their family, whether they're married or not? As a leader, this is a message to the leaders. Have they met their individual employees? Sit down one-on-one. Hey, are you married? Are you single? Or do you think that's none of your business? If you think that's none of your business, you're a successful leader. If you think that's your business, you're an effective leader. Effective leader is someone who cares for these individuals. How many kids do they have? Or do they need a salary increase? Do we have to listen their work? The mother just gave birth and she has nobody else to take care of the kid. Do they really have to send them home early to take care of that kid or not? These things, they play on the changing of behavior of the individuals. But if a mother just gave birth and you give her a break instead of 7-8 hours, who said it has to be 8 hours? What matters is a job has to be done. Give me a quota of what I need to do. I'll do it within 5 hours. Then I have all the hours to work with. That's a good leader is. I give you a quota of work to do. What you need to do. You do them in 1 hour, you go home. Got it? The idea is how you help others along the way. Do not be in a slave mentality. There's a procedure that you say you have to be enslaved with us for 8 to 5 or 7 to 3. Think differently. Think outside the box. Innovate your own environment, whether educational system or a working environment. Think outside the box. Do not let the norms determine your success as a leader. Be different and be unique. Then you will have an executive presence.
So true. It's when employees feel valued, when they feel cared for, that's when they're going to do their best work. And it's not about that micro, you don't have to keep them there all those hours.
Everything is norms and traditions and laws we created for betterment, sure. No, for the balance. These norms, all societies have it. Any society, socialist societies, religious societies, autocratic, they all have norms and traditions. Norms and traditions we create regardless of who we are. But the only challenge is we all think, including me and you, we all think we have a better culture, better norms, better rituals than the others. So we're all guilty of it. Unless we exercise the things I'm promoting, is suspend your judgment. See people as they are, see people what they can contribute. And I want to add something else. When you motivate people and you meet their needs, don't exceed with these improvement, with these needs. Meaning if somebody saying, okay, so a leader says, I'm going to go ahead and try to motivate my people by meeting their needs. Don't give $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 bonuses to all, but think what is the contribution of each individual and meet that needs accordingly. Otherwise, you're going to spoil the environment. You're not going to allow this individual to grow, because that individual will be spoiled already. My needs are met. Why would I even bother to work? Because people, by nature, they have to be motivated. Unless, and very, very, very rare, which is probably minus a few percent. I don't have the research on it, but definitely not everybody is self-starter, and everybody needs to be motivated. So what I'm cautioning is, when you meet the needs of your individual employees, you meet the needs according to the value they bring to the work environment. Do not exceed it. Otherwise, they're not going to function anymore. You have to pay more, and probably you may have behavioral issues on your hands.